holidays, everyone, and welcome to Table Talk. On this episode, we're going to be talking about safe shopping for the holidays. This is for both reborn and silicone dolls, along with blank kits and supplies. If you're like me, you're probably already on the lookout for that one baby that's going to capture your heart this year. So, whether it's a blank kit, a finished baby, a silicone, or a gift for someone else, I want to help you make sure you don't get scammed or taken advantage of as a buyer this year. As most of you know, the industry is overrun with scammers and counterfeits. During your shopping time, you have to be very careful. Please don't get scammed, and please don't contribute to the destruction of this amazing art. Make sure you're shopping from reputable dealers, artists, and websites this year. And please remember to get any information from a trusted source. Do not listen to people on YouTube telling you that there's no such thing as counterfeits, because that is not true. Let's start with identifying reputable sellers. First and foremost, Google will lead you astray. If you Google the term reborn baby or anything similar, usually the first thing that pops up are some of the biggest scam sites out there. So please don't rely on Google for valid or accurate information when it comes to authenticity or the reputation of someone. Also, you need to know the difference between a dealer and a seller that's an artist. There is a big difference. Dealers sell supplies and blank kits, and there are authorized dealers for most doll kits. You just have to make sure it is an authorized dealer and not a place that's stolen the kits and is selling them illegally. If you want to buy a completed baby, that you're going to buy from an actual artist. Web stores do not sell reborn dolls. If you see an online web store selling completed reborns, typically for ridiculously low prices, that is a red flag. Run far and fast. When you do find an artist whose work you love, who's reputable, don't be afraid to ask them for references, suggestions of past customers they could reach out to, and also ask around online if that person truly is reputable. Check the reborn scam sites on Facebook. There's several Facebook pages that will name people who are scammers or sell fakes. Make sure to hop on there, type in their name, and see if their name happens to pop up in there. Remember that pricing says a lot. If a price is too good to be true, it probably is. And you get what you pay for. If you see a really great price, make sure you double check that the kit is authentic, that the artist is reputable. And also remember, reborns typically are going to run you anywhere from $300 to $3,000 for a super high end. And silicone babies are going to run you typically anywhere from $1,000 for a smaller, more miniature silicone or a cuddle baby, all the way up to in the tens of thousands, depending on what you're looking for. But if you're seeing something for an exceptionally low price, that's a big red flag, and you definitely want to do more research on that before you commit to buying it. You can find reborns and silicones on the secondary market for good pricing. But even then, you still have to be very careful, because if a price is too low, it could indicate that it's not an authentic sculpt. It can also be a red flag that the person selling it doesn't actually have it, and they're just trying to get your money. So be very careful. Avoid shopping on any of these sites during the holidays or ever. These pages do not sell authentic reborns. It's either a fake or a scam. Also, don't fall for the new terms that try to disguise counterfeits. Replicas, fakes, counterfeits, it's all the same thing. There is no such thing as a replica reborn. If it's called a replica, it is a counterfeit. It means it's illegally reproduced without the sculptor's permission. Remember, all sculpts are copyrighted under the Berne Convention automatically. Some sculptors go the extra mile to copyright their kits in various countries. However, this does not stop the thieves from getting their hands on a blank vinyl kit and copying it illegally before the sculptor even knows it. Here are some examples of comments and replies to comments that scammers are using today to try to trick you. They offer you free babies. Please join this group to adopt a reborn or a silicone. These are all scams. Do not click on any links that are replies under people's comments or on people's posts. These are just a few I took off of my page to show you, and I get these quite frequently, and I'm sure many of you do too. The reason mine are kind of doled out is I have a setting that automatically hides them, so most of the time they're not seen, but I still do go back and report them and delete them. Here's some general tips for you. Pricing. If it's too cheap, red flag. Comments on posts asking you to buy or offering you free babies like I just showed you. Scams, red flag. Private messages randomly offering you a doll for sale or a really cheap price or trying to give you some sob story. Those are also red flags. Remember, web stores do not sell reborns. There's no such thing as a replica. Fake is fake and fake is illegal. Do not let anyone convince you differently. For payments, do not pay friends and family, Zelle, or any unprotected way. This means that you will not be able to file a dispute if you do not get your product or what you get happens to be a fake or even misrepresented. Don't be afraid to ask friends if something or someone is reputable or authentic. Artist selling platforms like onlyreborns.com and reborns.com are usually safe sites. These are not web stores. These are artist selling platforms. I do not mention eBay, Etsy, or Mercari because all of those sites have been infiltrated quite deeply with a lot of counterfeits. And remember to support the artists who do not participate in piracy and theft and have good reputable businesses. Those are the people you want to shop from and support this holiday season. Quick safety checklist for you. First and foremost, authenticity and a reputable seller. You want to make sure your doll's authentic. If it is, it should have the correct markings from the factory it was made from. That is not always 100% accurate, but it is a good start. Secondly, it should have a COA. Now, not every kit has a COA, but most of them do. Don't be afraid to ask. Also, make sure the person you're buying from is a reputable artist. All of these things together should ensure that you get yourself a nice, authentic, quality baby from an amazing seller. If you're buying blank kits, make sure you're buying from authorized dealers. You can go on typically the producer or sculptor's site for any given kit, and they have a list of their authorized dealers. Now let's look at payment options. You want to ensure you're using safe payment methods this holiday season to protect your purchase. Using trusted platforms like PayPal or even Affirm give you buyer protection. Do not use friends or family or Zelle or anything similar with no buyer protection if you don't actually know the seller. Protect yourself. Make sure if you're on any type of web page, such as Reborns, Only Reborns, an artist website or a dealer website, that you look for security icons. A lot of times those are listed next to the payment methods to show you that that is a trusted payment method and that that seller is registered with that payment method. And lastly, keep documentation of all of your purchases. Make sure you screenshot any confirmation numbers, what you paid. Keep copies of your receipts. That way, if anything does go wrong, you have everything you need to get your money back or file a dispute. Hopefully you don't have to do that and everything goes smoothly. I hope you have an amazing holiday season, no matter how you celebrate it. And I hope all your purchases are safe and amazing. I hope you find the baby of your dreams. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I hope you learned valuable information to help you navigate the shopping season. Happy holidays, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Table Talk.